I see it, I see it. Good.
X is live.
Yep.
Rumble is live.
Yep.
YouTube is coming up.
Ah, today we have wider, huh?
Yes.
Good.
You like it, Mars?
It's good.
Can even go weak.
This is even nice.
Live everywhere. YouTube as well.
Can you go up a little bit? Yeah.
This?
Mm-hmm. Can I have the link from you, bro?
Which one?
The link of the Rumble stream. Seems to work well to put that in the comments for my brothers and potential assistas.
Yeah, you'll get it.
All right, what's up? Welcome everyone.
It's in your Telegram now.
All right, what's up everyone? Give me a hey in the chat. We have now a professional studio. We can chat all these. We can check all these things. It's Monday.
Happy June.
Happy June, everyone. One, that is absolutely perfect. We are happy. We are working on our first feature film, taking everyone with us. We are just here, actually. For the past 3 days, I am sending the link around in the last place it needs to be. Done. Okay, guys, that's it. Yes, for the last few days, we have been working on our first ever feature film. On the other hand, we've been working on this same film for the past 3 months. But like I already explained, the first part is always writing the script, and the script is written by hand. We do not actually leave that script writing to AI. So for the past 3 months, we've been building out worlds. We've been spending a lot of time trying to understand what we are trying to do. And we learned the immense amount of weight and effort that needs to go into creating a film. And we also learned that not everyone is supposed to create a film because it's just not that easy. You have to respect your audience, you have to respect their time, you have to be very careful with the amount of new knowledge that you dump upon them, what is important, what can they forget, what are things that you need to understand to create the film, but that your user or your watcher doesn't need to understand to watch the film, right? An example for this is, for example, when you are trying to make a film about 2061 or 22,000 years in the future, you're going to start to think about how does the world work? What's the currency? Do we still have sickness? Do we still have presidents? Or how does politics work? Do we have borders? What happened to travel? Did we already go interstellar? And all those things are important, but not all those things have to go into the movie. But it's more for you to understand how the world works so that the viewer feels that the creator understands how the world works. And this process is so much more complicated, so much more difficult than we thought it was before starting a film like this. And in the coming shows, I will just discuss the things that I feel are important and that I feel are really holding us back in the process. So, little recap of what we discussed yesterday. Yesterday we broke down Farza's launch, why did this go viral, and how can you do something similar. When we checked it, it was 1.5 million views, now it's 3.1 million views. Again, big shout out for him. But I see myself more as a Robin Hood than a normal entrepreneur or someone that is trying to build a personal brand. And I feel like all these tools that are being built from Higgsfield to the workflows that all these people are building. It is all them trying out things and just showing the world. It is not them having everything figured out, right? And I really want to make sure that everyone understands, everyone believes in their heart that everyone can do this. And then I got this comment, kind of pissed me off, but it's fine. Everyone can do it, right? Can you? Well, I can. Okay. I can. I did that. I do that. That's what I do for a living. It's how I get paid. Okay. It's what I do. So I'm gonna do it, right? I'm just gonna build it. I'm gonna show you how. I'm gonna show you exactly how. That's it. And not specifically to take away anything of this, like we already discussed, my people. This is great, awesome. But it's quite literally someone trying things, building workflows, and then releasing it. And because he's consistent and he's been doing this for years and years, at a certain point you get paid, okay? But these AI tools, and this is why I called this live stream the $1 Million One-Man AI Studio, everyone can do it. Everyone. I could quite literally download this or find a way to export this, record my screen or do whatever, and then put this inside my agent and tell my agent, let's go Robin Hood on these people, please. Tell me how we could have possibly used this with GPT Realtime 2.0. And do you know what it's going to tell me? I'm going to tell you what the agent is going to tell me. The agent is going to tell me, well, first of all, you need the GPT-2 Realtime API. So go to the OpenAI console and get the API. And then we will go to the console and we buy $20 worth of that and we put the API in our Claude terminal, and he's literally going to say, well, great, that was the first step, and now we're going to build it. And then it's going to spend 100, 200 credits to build it, and I'm going to test it, and it's going to go wrong, and it's going to do one thing right and 6 things wrong, and I'm going to fix every one of those things until I can do a demo. And then I record a demo and I post it and I have 3 million views, right? Again, I'm not trying to take away anything from anyone, but these tools are here to empower everyone. And it shouldn't be that now finally we have all these tools and then people are gonna look at people using those tools and act like they are doing magic. It's not magic. It's just not, okay? Every AI film that you see out there, everything that you see out there, Higgsfield's 95-minute slop production studio, all those 10-minute, 15-minute clips that are being created, all the workflows that are being created, clicky, but also all the small little things like Calm AI and your calorie tracker and all those things, you can build it yourself. Blow up the bubble, throw it away, destroy it. You can, okay? And this is what's gonna happen. In 1 to 2 years, a lot of people are gonna figure this out because they're gonna listen and they are going to say, why am I paying $20 a month for this tool that is okay but not specifically tailored to me if I can build it myself? And he's gonna buy a $20 Claude subscription and he is gonna build it in an afternoon and he is gonna use it and he is not even gonna post about it. And bit by bit by bit by bit, bit by bit by bit by bit, the subscribers cancel and people go and go into less consuming. At least this is what I hope the future looks like. But from what it looks like, from the 3 million views and the 30,000 bookmarks on the tweet, we are kind of realizing that instead of realizing these things, instead of feeling that, hey, maybe I can also build a tool like that. No, we're rather gonna sign up to another man's product and we're gonna use it. Now, I'm trying to figure out how extreme I'm going to go because I like nuance and I understand all of these things. But can we, for a second, sit down, use the tools ourselves, learn about these tools that are completely changing everything for anyone, and see if we maybe can build something that changes our life. instead of applauding constantly other people on X for doing things. Okay? Now, I don't know. I wanted to say that. I felt like the need to say that. I'm not gonna go out here and sell education and sit here in front of this camera and tell you that I have workflows that no one else has. You know what I have? I have 24 hours in a day and I use all of them, okay? And that is exactly the difference between Farza, yes, that does a 3 million view launch video on a 1 minute video. This took him, this one taker, right? One taker, easy peasy. He does that too. He has 24 hours in a day, he uses them all. And I'm trying to figure out if I can collect this community of people that are also a little bit confused about what's going on, that feel that there's more going on than what they are actually doing, that feel that there's more tools on the market that they are using, that people are taking advantage of things that they can take advantage of too, but they're just lost. They can just not hold on to that one very specific thing that they need to hold on to get better. And I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna be here and every day repeat the same thing. If you wanna get something like this going for yourself, because what's the difference between, do you guys know this story? Do you guys know Call AI of Zach? Big shout out Zach, 19 years old. You know this? So Forbes 30 under 30, okay? Got acquired by I don't know who. They say it was what, like a 8-figure deal, maybe even 9-figure deal. I don't even know. But it's not about that. It's more about what's the difference between this and someone else trying to build a tool. Well, at the end of the day, this tool is a vibe-coded tool, just like Cluely, okay? This tool is a vibe-coded tool, just like any other tool that's going viral at the moment. It's completely simple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 prompts, a couple of iterations and done. That's what this tool is. But still there is one kid that's 19 years old that makes $40 million in annual revenue off of it, and 526,000 people that look at the tweet about that, right? So there's this huge difference. And at a certain point, a group should wake up and should be like, okay, let's just break the whole tower down, right? Because we have to somehow, and this is the bubble popping. The bubble popping doesn't even have to be all the stocks going down. The bubble popping could also be society realizing that they are now like Steve Jobs making a phone. That's magic, you know. That was magic for people. That experience, that swiping, that UI, that is magic. And me and you, we couldn't build that. I can't still, right? You just buy the iPhone. You don't say, oh, why would I buy the iPhone? Let me just build one myself. You don't do that, right? It's quite impossible. But we've now officially entered the stage where that is 100% the case. We make $100,000 to $200,000 a month with videos. We are not using one of the platforms available on the market, except the main model providers. That should tell you something about this game. That should tell you something about what's happening here. We are, and the same is for people like PJ. Like we've sat with PJ and talked about his workflows. He is also not using one platform. They are using everything: Higgs field, file, API, workflows built by themselves, workflows built by Luma, all this custom stuff. So the people that are actually making money in AI are not using any of the things that majority of people is using, right? So where is that $1 million one-man AI studio? And one of the topics that came to mind to write down was a million generations, because the Arc is the product of a million generations. It is, since the day ChatGPT came out, generating millions and millions of images, articles, posts, thought structures, experiments, websites, pitch decks, and strategies, funnels. It is millions and millions of prompts. This resulted in us being able to do this with a handful of people, right? With costs that are unimaginable for other types of agencies and companies, right? Most companies start in a deep loss and then they either raise or they try to break even and then they go into profits after months and months. We came in very strong and we started to make money after the first month. We had the first viral video, and from that moment we were just profitable. After, the profit margins are huge, and I can really feel that we entered a stage of maximum gold rush. And now it's not even about selling shovels or using shovels. It is all about zooming out for a second and trying to figure out where you want to be anyway, right? We have in 8 minutes a pitch to one of the biggest studios in Hollywood. And I'm excited to know what comes out of that pitch, but that's the things that we want to be busy with, figuring out where we want to be. Do we even want to talk with these people, or do we want to start our complete own thing? We are now, all of our brainstorm sessions, all of the things that we are trying to figure out in our company have nothing to do with all the basic stuff. It has all to do with what do we actually want. Do we want to rebuild the distribution system for creators? Do we want to become a Pixar-like company, or do we want to become an agency that redefines commercials? Do we want to surrender to Hollywood if they give us enough money? It's all choices, right? And it's fun choices, but those are the important ones. And for me, we only arrived at this stage, we only arrived at this point because we grabbed the tools and we started to use them. And it is not too difficult. From tomorrow, we're going to really start doing structured streams with subjects where every stream you can say, okay, this is what I learned. I still wanted to kind of build this, let's call it a vibe, a manifesto in this stream too. Like, what is the vibe here, right? And I'm just realizing I want to be Robin Hood. You know, I am going to grab all of these viral tools and I'm gonna build them in 20 minutes and I'm just gonna show you exactly how. Because we gotta tear this tower down. There is nothing that is supposed to be alive today except Anthropic and OpenAI. Like, if you really think about it, right? Lovable is already made obsolete by Anthropic, and it seemed like they weren't even trying to. It was just feature after feature after feature, breaking entire companies' market caps down with one post. It's like the bubble is popping. No, the bubble is not popping. There's just a lot of bubbles, and there's one bubble that is sucking all the other bubbles up. It's not popping, right? It's really interesting to see. It's you don't need anyone that is watching this and has a Lovable subscription. It's like, what? Why would you have a Lovable subscription? They're literally reselling Anthropic with the heart logo, right? What are we even doing? So this is my manifesto. This is what I did here. Someone said, why would you even do this? I will show you why I do this. You know this Instagram account, right? I showed you this Instagram account. He's now on 100 million views. He did 50 million views 2 days ago. He now did 100 million views. He posted a lot of other videos and he scammed a lot of your grandmothers again. My grandmother possibly too. But obviously I am trying to actively protect her from scammers like this. For people that don't know, this is a guy with Down syndrome, but it's not actually a guy with Down syndrome. It's a dropshipper that created the guy with Down syndrome to trick people in buying his product. So you might think that's the trailer of a Black Mirror episode. It's not. So what I did is literally live on stream, created the entire workflow on how to create this video, and here I did. It cost me 5 minutes. Okay, so this guy that made 100 million views is doing that through something that cost me 5 minutes. Look, the entire video. Look, the entire video, start to end. And then someone said, well, if you are really against this, scared. Okay, no, I think here. Okay. So this person said something like, oh no, I don't know. Curious. If you recognize this is morally corrupt and you are against this, why share a step-by-step workflow on how to do it? The whole thing about if your grandma knows exactly how to, I understand, and this is the whole thing, right? If this is only valuable if only 6 people know how to do this. After your grandmother is scrolling and she bought one lamp for a guy with Down syndrome, and then she scrolls past and she buys another one. After 6, she's like, why did every guy with Down syndrome start to create lamps? And she and everyone around her are gonna realize that this is a scam. But now there's maybe 4 or 5 accounts actively doing this, pushing this to the max, and people think it's magic that they are doing this, but they're not. So I'm trying to share awareness by dropping the workflow, and by dropping the workflow loses all its value, okay? When everyone knows how to make fruit dramas are gonna be boring, right? So, importante. I must have moved from Lovable to Claude Code. That's where you go, why would you be on Lovable, right? Why would you be there? Like, Lovable is a system prompt, right? It's a system prompt. It's a wrapper of Claude and OpenAI. What's completely great. If I could have done that, I would have probably done that too, $2 billion valuation, right? But it's a wrapper, it's a system prompt, and you need to figure out how to create your own system prompt to get to your goals faster, right? A million generations further, you will figure it out, or you will be stuck in the infinite iteration loop, and you will be gone, and no one will be there to save you. Guys, thank you very much. Monday session, quick and easy. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you guys. I'm gonna see if I can find it back in the highlights, because this is what I did back in the days before I was famous. Back in the days, I used to actually drop the most insane breakdowns. And hey, yeah, so here is one of the videos where I show an entire storyboard of a video, and I just break down how we created it and what steps and creative steps we made and what were the bottlenecks, and you can then just export that, put it in your agent and ask it to transcribe it and use those secrets yourself. And that's it. So be here for tomorrow, every day, same time. We're just gonna do it consistently. Even if I don't know what to talk about, I'm just gonna be here, and I'm probably just gonna say more valuable stuff than your favorite influencer anyway. So let's have some fun. Thank you guys very much. And wish me good luck, please. I have a pitch to a Hollywood studio.